Have you ever found yourself lying awake at 3 in the morning staring at the ceiling and wondering if you have done enough? Maybe you look at your savings account, and instead of feeling secure, you feel a quiet sense of dread. You see the price of eggs going up and the utility bills getting higher every single month while your income stays exactly the same. The fear of running out of money before you run out of time is a heavy burden that many of us carry in silence. We were told that if we worked hard and saved our money, everything would be fine, but the world has changed. Inflation is like an invisible thief that sneaks into your wallet every night and steals a little bit of your future. Most people think they need a lottery win or $1 million in cash to finally feel safe and at peace. But I am here to tell you that the real path to freedom is much simpler and much more quiet than that. It is not about hitting a home run or taking huge risks with your hard-earned life savings. It is about buying a little bit of peace of mind every single week for the price of a few cups of coffee. What if I told you that $25 a week could build a fortress around your family that no economic storm could knock down? In this video, I am going to show you exactly how this works without using any confusing financial jargon or empty promises. I will walk you through 5 specific companies that act like silent partners working day and night to pay you for the rest of your life. By the end of this talk, you will have a clear map to a future where you never have to be a burden to your children. You deserve to spend your golden years enjoying your grandchildren and traveling the world instead of counting pennies. Let us take a deep breath and look at the reality of the world we are living in right now. The average person retiring today is facing a mountain of rising costs that Social Security was never designed to handle. Healthcare alone can cost a retired couple over $150,000 out of pocket over 20 years. Rent and property taxes continue to climb, and the value of a dollar is not what it used to be 10 years ago. If you leave your money sitting in a traditional bank account, you are actually losing wealth every single day. Banks pay you almost nothing in interest while they take your money and invest it in the most profitable companies in the world. They are getting rich off your hard work while leaving you with the crumbs and the risk of inflation. It is time to stop being the victim of the system and start being the owner of the system. When you own shares in a great company, you are not just a number on a spreadsheet. You are a part owner of a global machine. Every time someone buys a product or uses a service from these companies, a small piece of that profit belongs to you. The best part is that these companies do not just pay you a one-time fee, they raise your pay every single year. This is called dividend growth, and it is the most powerful secret of the wealthy that is hidden in plain sight. Imagine getting a raise every year without ever having to ask a boss for permission or work an extra hour of overtime. That is how we beat lamb fat, and that is how we buy our freedom back. Now let us talk about the 5 pillars of your peace of mind portfolio. The first company we need to talk about is Lowe's. Think about how many times you or your neighbors have gone to a hardware store to fix a leaky faucet or improve a home. People will always need to maintain their homes regardless of whether the stock market is up or down. Lowe's has been raising its dividend for more than 50 years in a row, which makes it a dividend king. They have survived recessions and wars and global changes while continuing to send checks to their shareholders. When you invest $25 a week, you might be buying just a fraction of a share at first, but that fraction is yours. The second company is Avery Dennison, which is a name you might not see, but you use every single day. They make the labels and the packaging for almost everything you buy at the grocery store or order online. Every time a package is shipped or a product is labeled, Avery Dennison is making a small profit. They have a very strong history of raising their dividends by more than 10% every year for the last decade. The third partner in your journey is East Group Properties. They own the giant warehouses that companies like Amazon and FedEx use to store and move goods across the country. As more people shop from home, these warehouses become more valuable every single year. They collect rent from thousands of businesses, and they pass a large portion of that rent directly to you in the form of dividends. Next, we have Nexstar Media Group, which owns the local television stations that people trust for their news and weather. In an age of fake news and confusion, local stations remain a staple in millions of American households. Nexstar has grown its dividend at an incredible rate of over 25% per year over the last 10 years. Finally, we have the Schwab United States Dividend Equity ETF, which is often called SCHD. Think of this as your safety net, because it holds a basket of 100 of the strongest dividend-paying companies in America. If one company has a bad year, the other 99 are there to keep your income steady and growing. It is the ultimate tool for someone who wants to invest and then go enjoy their life without worrying about the news. When you combine these 5 pieces, you create a portfolio that currently pays a healthy starting income. But the real magic happens when you let time and consistency do the heavy lifting for you. Let us look at what happens if you stay disciplined with just $25 every single week. In the beginning, the progress will feel slow, and you might be tempted to think it is not working. You might only receive a few dollars in dividends in the first few months, and that is where most people quit. But remember that a giant oak tree starts as a tiny acorn that looks like nothing for the first few years. By year 10, your $25 a week will have grown into a portfolio worth tens of thousands of dollars. More importantly, the dividends you receive will start to cover your smaller bills like your phone or your internet. By year 20, the compounding effect begins to accelerate like a snowball rolling down a mountain. Your dividends are now reinvesting themselves and buying more shares for you automatically without you spending an extra dime. By year 30, this simple habit of $25 a week can grow into a fortune of nearly $900,000. At that point, your portfolio could be paying you over $6,000 every single month in pure passive income. That is $6,000 that comes to you whether you are sleeping or fishing or playing with your grandkids. You do not need to be a genius or a math expert to make this happen. You just need to be patient. The biggest mistake people make is waiting for the perfect time to start or waiting until they have a lot of money. The perfect time to start was 20 years ago, but the second Biojo time is right now. You can start today by opening a simple brokerage account on your phone or computer. Many apps now allow you to buy fractional shares, which means your $25 can be split among all 5 companies instantly. Once you set up an automatic deposit, you can forget about it and let the world's best CEOs work for you. Every time the market goes down, do not panic and do not sell your shares. Think of a market drop as a clearance sale at your favorite store where you get to buy more income for a lower price. The wealthy do not fear market volatility. They use it to their advantage to accumulate more ownership. You are building a legacy that can be passed down to your children and your grandchildren. Imagine leaving them a portfolio that continues to pay them every month long after you are gone. That is the true meaning of generational wealth, and it starts with a small choice you make today. I know it can feel overwhelming to think about the future, but you do not have to do it all at once. Just focus on that first $25 and the first week of your new life. You have worked hard for your money for 40 years, and it is finally time for your money to work hard for you. You deserve the peace of mind that comes from knowing you are in control of your financial destiny. No politician or bank or employer can take this away from you once you have built it. It is your fortress and your shield against the uncertainties of the world. If you want to receive the detailed list of these 5 stocks and a step-by-step guide on how to set this up, please let me know. I have prepared a simple checklist that shows you exactly which apps to use and how to automate everything. Leave a comment below with the word comfort, and I will make sure you get the resources you need to start. We are in this together, and I am here to support you every step of the way on your journey to freedom. Thank you for spending this time with me today and for taking a stand for your future. Remember that wealth is not about how much you spend, but about how much freedom you own. Go hug your family and enjoy the sunset and know that your best days are still ahead of you. I will see you in the next video as we continue to build a life of security and joy. Take care of yourself and stay focused on the goal. Your peace of mind is worth more than any diamond in the world. Goodbye for now.